Good morning, mathletes, and welcome to today's math lesson. So we are between Unit 1 and Unit 2, which is also between Module 2 and Module 3. So if you guys want to stop the video for just a second here and find your books and open up your book to page, let's see here, page 68, that would be great. So pause the video and go find your book and open up to page 68. All right, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be reviewing a little bit about proportions. So if you remember anything about proportions, there are three different ways to write a proportion. So one is how they have written it here. So they have 2 with those 2 dots, 2, and it's read 2 to 6. So 2 dentists out of 6 say that you should not eat candy ever. It's bad for your teeth. Another way to write it would be 3 to 4. 3 to 4 dentists. 3 out of 4 dentists say do not eat candy that is chewy or sticks into your teeth. So that is a second way to write a proportion. And the third way is the way in the middle here where they have it written as a fraction, 5 over 10. 25 over 50. So this is a third way to write a proportion. And the last way that they're talking about here is they're saying 12 inches represents 1 foot. And this is saying $1.25 per ounce. So if you ever go to the grocery store, you might see that they're selling apples like Honey Crisps when I was just at the store were $3.49 per pound. This kind of stuff is called unit rate because they're telling you for 1 unit, 1 pound, something is $3.49. All right, so these are different ways to write proportions or to write ratios. This is a way to write a ratio, can be written these 3 different ways. Now, if 2 ratios are marked equal to each other, so if 2 ratios, this right here is a ratio, and this right here is a ratio. And if they are marked equal to each other, we can solve for the unknown. And you may recognize this and know how to do these, and we call this cross multiplying. So we are going to cross multiply. And how we do that is we take 20 times x, and then we put our equal sign in there, and then we multiply going the other way. So 18 times 10. And then we go ahead and solve this. So 20x equals, and 18 times 10 is 180. And now we're going to have to divide both sides by 20. So x equals, these zeros are going to cancel off. So now 18 divided by 2 is 9. All right, going in here to the second problem here. Again, we have a ratio equals a ratio. That's what makes it a proportion. When 2 ratios are equal to each other, that makes it a proportion. So we're going to solve this by cross multiplying. So 72 times x equals, and I'm going to multiply going the other way. So 12 times 30. So 72x equals, and then go ahead and grab your calculator and take 12 times 30, and we get 360. Now we're going to divide both sides by 72. So 360 divided by 72, so x is 5. All right, you pause the video for a second here, and you guys try number 12, and then come back and resume the video and see if you did number 12 correctly. All right, so we're going to cross multiply 16 times x, and we don't have to actually write that. Remember, we can just write 16x. You don't need a time sign in there. And then we're going to multiply going this way. So 4 times 4. So we have 16x equals 16. And now when we divide both sides by 16, we get x equals 1. All right, do the same thing. So number 13, so shut off the video, or pause it, I should say, and then go ahead and give number 13 a try. All right, I'm going to multiply 11 times 120, and that's going to equal, when I go this way, 132 times x. So 11 times 120 is 1,320 equals 132x. So I'm going to divide by 132. And when you divide by 132, we get 10. Ooh, running out of room here on the bottom. Have to write smaller on the next one. All right, so again, try number 14 here. So we're going to cross multiply. 36 times 4 equals, and then the other way, we have 48x. So 36 times 4 is 144. Oops, I didn't remember to write smaller, did I? So divide both sides by 48. So 144 divided by 48. So x is 3. All right, last one here. So we have 27x equals 21 times 9. So if we take 21 times 9, we have 27x equals 189. Now the number by the x, so we are going to divide by 27. And remember, we start at the top. So we have 189, and you divide by 27, and that gets 7. So remember, we start by having a ratio set equal to another ratio. And when we have two ratios equal to each other, like here with this equal sign, that's when it becomes a proportion. And we solve a proportion by cross multiplying.